I recognize myself and would like to start with a brief video.
This could have been handled, this actually could have been handled better in any way. No mistakes?
No, I don't think it could have been handled in a way that we're going to go back in hindsight and look, but the idea that somehow there's a way to have gotten out without chaos ensuing, I don't know how that happens.
So for you, that was always priced into the decision?
Yes.
For all this talk of chaos, I just didn't see it, not from my perch.
Do you have regrets about their withdrawal or how the withdrawal occurred from Afghanistan that cost the lives of 13 of our service members?
I don't have any regrets.
Has anyone been held accountable for what happened in Afghanistan?
To my knowledge, no.
This hearing is not about the decision to withdraw. This hearing is about the effects that a chaotic withdrawal has on our security, because it has not been investigated or looked into. I have a couple of yes or no questions. We'll try to go quickly. Do you believe that the withdrawal from Afghanistan was chaotic? We'll start with Ambassador Sales.
Yes, it was.
Ms. Ledeen?
Yes, it was.
Colonel Douglas?
Yes, it was.
Dr. Schroden?
I wasn't on the ground, but certainly the videos and the accounts of what happened are in line with that.
Okay. Ambassador Sales, do you believe the processes in place for screening and vetting by the Biden administration, in particular DHS, were sufficient to protect our homeland?
No, Congressman, I don't.
Okay. And Ms. Ledeen, do you, to the best of your knowledge, believe that anyone from the Biden administration has been held accountable, or that there has been a review that the American public deserves to see about the withdrawal?
Mr. Chairman, there clearly has not.
At the strategic level, over $7 billion worth of equipment that is still good, that is still useful, that our allies, in addition to us, helped provide in the fight against Afghanistan due to an Article 5 of NATO being triggered. Ambassador Sales, what is Al-Qaeda, what are other violent extremist groups able and most likely to do with that equipment in Afghanistan?
Well, Mr. Chairman, the fear is that they'll turn it against us and our allies and use the equipment that we provided to the Afghan government to wage war against the United States and our partners. Keep in mind, Al-Qaeda is still using AK-47s from the Soviet era. We're going to be dealing with this problem for a long time to come.
Ms. Ledeen, you said that what happens in Afghanistan doesn't stay in Afghanistan. How does that negatively affect our own homeland security?
To add on to what Ambassador Sales rightly said, the Taliban reportedly are also engaged in weapon sales, selling our weapons that we left behind. So that's likely one aspect that will come back to bite us. But in addition, I think our open southern border, the fact that we don't have any idea who's coming through in many areas, we can only speculate as to who is coming through, and in the future, from a counterterrorism perspective, who we might need to be concerned about that we're not aware of.
Colonel Douglas, you served for 31 plus years. In that time, when you looked at the commander-in-chief, did you ever blame the previous commander-in-chief for the policies that were being executed during your service at that time?
Sir, I've had the opportunity of serving under 4 presidents since 9/11. And I can say that while there are enough successes and failures through Afghanistan that every administration can take credit or be held accountable for, at the same time, the Taliban were not being held accountable to the conditions of the agreement, and so that's this administration.
Let me be specific. When the commander-in-chief makes a decision, is that their decision, or is that the previous administration's decision?
So when the commander-in-chief makes a decision, that's his decision.
Okay.
You can't base that on anybody else, but your accountability is at the top.
Dr. Schroden, from your perspective, what type of analysis should be done right now? And where should we be focused? What keeps you up at night? What threat keeps you up at night right now?
Well, to be honest, the most significant, statistically significant terrorist threat to U.S. citizens right now comes from religious and ethnically motivated violent extremists here in the United States. So that's what keeps me up at night, is that particular threat. The threat from jihadists abroad has increased, but it has increased since 2018 as a result of the broader decision to effectively try to end the war on terror and draw down U.S. counterterrorism assets across the globe in order to focus more wholesomely on strategic competition with the likes of China and Russia.
Hey, before you click on the next video, if y'all could do me a big favor and hit that like button. The algorithm loves it, and so do I, because it helps promote these videos and get the message out about what our government has been doing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because every time I put out a video, you want to know about it, right? Thanks again, and have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.